episode 32 of Dwarf Fortress. Right now, we're digging out a channel so that we can better defend our base. Because it seriously needs defenses, because it has almost none right now. Which isn't very good, because in the recent sieges, we've been, not on the defensive, we've been on the offensive. We actually had to go out and attack them. What I want them to do is have to come here and attack us and take casualties while doing it. I actually want the fortress to be siege ready because I know there's goblins, which means that there should probably be sieges soon since I'm getting lots of people and lots of wealth. Which is what determines who attacks you, which caravans come to you, how many, and what not. Pretty much all that stuff. I'm getting another mason so that I can more quickly build my wall. Because it needs to be done fast. And this guy is an expert mason, which means he'll be building very, very quickly. Which is a huge advantage, really. Massive. Now, water can sometimes be a lot of fun in this game, and not the kind that you like. The kind of fun I'm talking about is, well, decidedly unfun. Because water from rivers never stops coming. Which is definitely not a good thing. It's actually quite bad. Because if you accidentally get it going into your fortress, you have to block it off before it comes, otherwise your fortress is dead. Pretty much. And you pretty much have to build a wall or doors to stop it. You can't just, like, dig a channel. But anyway, on to other news. I finished school today, which means I will have lots more time to make videos. So there should be no days in which I do not have a video recorded to show you. Might not always be the perfect thing, but it'll always be something. Which is always better than nothing, I should hope. In addition, I finished, or I created my regiment for Mounted Blade of Fire and Sword, which I'm trying to get at least, once the 4 other people join, then I will start having trainings and whatnot. Anyway, back to the game. I'm getting migrants right now, so I'm just giving them jobs. I'm getting more doctors, because I need more. See, this guy is a fighter, but I'm not gonna... Oh, wait, no, mind, he is a sword dwarf. Because this fortress I use sword dwarfs. He's a sword dwarf, which means that, he'll be a very helpful addition to my military, since he already has some limited skill. Unlike most of the people which I recruit into there, which I have to train them all the skill. I believe the higher the level of the said person, the quicker they train, but it also takes more experience, so it is kind of not a even trade-off. But I'm pretty sure a novice sword dwarf will easily destroy a sword dwarf with no skill. Which is good, because I'm going to need some good soldiers to be fighting against the sieges and ambushes of the future. Of which I should point out, there are many. Many. So unbearably many. I don't even know what to do. I haven't actually played Dwarf Fortress in a good long time, so... In fact, I don't think it's been since I last recorded videos for this, which is actually like a few months ago. Don't worry though, I'll keep on playing it, but I'm just saying. Yep, this is a longer video, but I decided that making longer was better than making shorter, so it's gonna be a good 15 minutes of Dwarf Fortress. And since I have more people to put into the squads, I will therefore put them into the squads. Pretty much just because I can. But there's a few other reasons why. Because they're like gonna be like my last line of defense. And then all the good people, I'm gonna build a little fortress underground, far deep, protected by lots of traps, in case something terrible happens to the civilization. In which case, I will have a burrow down there, which will send all those dwarves running down there, so I can build up a new civilization in safety. I mean, obviously no caravans will be able to come, but in safety nonetheless. Which is very good. The only thing is it's going to take a lot of time. I need to make sure I do it before something bad happens. And in that place, the only thing that's going to be down there is like 2 military dwarves and then all of the master people. And that guy is starving. I don't know why. I need somebody to get him some food. So I'm going to set this doctor to it, see if he does it. I don't know why they're not getting him any food, though. It's really annoying, because he's going to die if they don't get him food. And, you know, food is a lot more important than dressing the wound. Sure, dressing the wound, it helps. But it's not more helpful for him to get food. Because he needs to eat. One of the biggest problems I found with healthcare is that dwarves tend not to like feeding the people. I don't know why, but they're just completely against it. I honestly haven't the slightest clue. But I don't know. You know, really the healthcare system and the military system need a good deal of work. They're okay right now. They could be significantly better. Like, the medical system has lots of problems where there's, like, drawers don't do things, or they won't do things, or they can't do things, or such things create, like, bugs and whatnot. And this guy, he's actually made it out, he's perfectly fine. He actually was healed, which is one of the first times that that's ever happened to me. Usually, the doctors just end up, like, doing 1 or 2 of the things to him, but then they didn't do anything else, so he just kind of, they're just kind of in pain forever. They never get healed. I don't know if, any improvements were made to the medical system. I hope so. But, because right now it seems to be doing a lot better. I mean, my dwarves are actually giving them care. Which is significantly more, as I said, than can usually be said for them. Usually they just do a whole lot of nothing. Which is awesome. And, I need to expand my furniture stockpile. Well, I don't need to. And also, for some other reason, my dwarves don't seem to be bringing in any wood from outside. And I don't know why, because I know I have some designated. Or, I know I have some on the ground. So I'm not quite sure why they're not doing that. But they're not. For whatever reason. Okay, so... We've almost finished the, top part of the channel. So now we just need to go run down there and dig it out. And I'm going to have to remove all these ramps, because otherwise, the invaders will just be able to walk straight into the channel and then walk right back out. I'm also going to fill it with water. So that, it's even harder for them to pass by it. Actually, now I think about it, water's completely unnecessary, but it's fun. So I don't really see a reason why not to. Although, you know, there will be a good reason later. And you'll see it. Oh, and, I accidentally, connected this one with the water on the diagonal part. That's why it's filling up with water right now. So yeah, accidental, but it doesn't really matter. It's not that bad. Also, I need my wood cutting dwarf to start cutting down the trees that are all over the channel, because they can't dig up the that the spots that have trees on them, so they need to be cut down first, which is kind of annoying. But whatever. I don't know. Really, I believe I would only need a 2 wide or a 1 wide channel for it to actually work. But I prefer larger. So, because it just looks better with larger stuff. The only thing that really needs to be larger than like 1 by 1 is walls, so you can put your dwarfs on top of the walls. Other than that, there's not been anything. Yep, channel's coming along pretty well, and I'm gonna start removing the ramps inside of them. But I accidentally selected the ramps that are inside of these ponds too, so I'm gonna have to deselect them. And there's a bunch more that I need to get rid of. I don't want them going into the water, because sometimes when they do that, they like drown, which is quite bad. Drowning dwarves is not good. So, yep. I'm also gonna have to leave one ramp or build a staircase so that the people can actually get out of the channel after they move all the ramps, because they always remove the ramps from below, so they never bother to actually come up, remove the ramp, and then they're just fine. They always have to do it from below, so that can produce some slight issues. But no, that's only minor. That's one of the reasons why I'm going to fill it with water, is so that it doesn't do that. Because if you fill it with water, then the people can get to the staircase anyway, so the fortress is still safe, which is awesome. I like having a safe fortress. It saves my life. The problem with water in this biome is that it freezes. I know I mentioned this before, but in winter, you'll see it happen. The channel is going to freeze over, and that means people are going to be able to walk over it, which means I need a wall. And people can't just walk through walls. Except for ghosts. Ghosts can walk through walls, but, they're not people, so, yeah. By the way, if you kill caravan guards, or seize stuff from their caravans, or do that kind of stuff in general, then the nation that you're doing that to can actually come and attack you. And each nation has a different way to attack. I'm not sure how the Dwarven nation attacks, because I don't know if that's ever happened. Because I think you have to make them really mad for that to happen. But the humans, they like form camps outside your city. They don't blindly rush you like the goblins do. And the elves have like huge ambushes. Like ambushes you can't see, well, all ambushes you can't see until one of your dwarves is right next to them. That's what they have. Only with siege numbers of troops, which is usually like 40 or 50 guys. Or 30. They're pretty big. I believe the small sieges are like 30 guys. And then there's a leader who's usually riding some sort of animal. Usually it's like a, like some kind of like alligator or something. If they're riding flying animals, which they can do, that means they can fly too. Which is definitely, as you can probably imagine, not a good thing. So they can fly. That will make all my defenses just absolutely useless. And I'm going to take this part out. There's going to be more stockpiles. A space down and to the right of it will be used for a stone stockpile. A place in the middle, I'm not really sure, but I am going to increase the size of the ammunition stockpile. Because I need to put more there. Let's try to also build some more bins, because bins can hold several stacks of bolts, which will help with all the clutter around my place. I have lots of random weapons. So, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to start building weapon traps sometime soon. I'm going to be using all those weapons in it. Weapon traps work. It's pretty much like a one-time attack, the person has to go back and reset it. Which is almost identical to a dwarf attacking. Except it only goes out once. And everything has the same properties and whatnot, so... Yep. Yeah. I know, Street Fighter Father is very entertaining. I know, I'm sorry, but I'm a little distracted right now. We also only have one more channel to dig out, one more section of the channel to dig out before we can start flooding the whole thing. And, yeah, we've removed almost all the ramps in the entire place. Oh. This guy can't stand and he can't hold things, if I remember correctly. He broke some bones or whatever. But, thanks for watching, and goodbye.